Are you looking for the best budget 3D printers at Amazon? In this video we will look at some of the best budget 3D printers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. QIDI Q1 Pro 3D Printer. The QIDI Tech Q1 Pro 3D printer is the first from the company that we've reviewed, so we're evaluating it with fresh eyes. We can only compare it against the best 3D printers we tested, not any previous releases from the company. Initial online impressions of the design, featuring a full enclosure and touchscreen, are positive, and the specifications suggest a very promising machine. When the box arrives and the machine is unwrapped, it looks quite nice and true to the marketing images. Unfortunately, the quality of the casing materials is not as high as the design initially suggests. A closer inspection reveals that the quality of the components and the construction of the actual mechanics are sound, and it's important to remember that this is a sub-$500 printer. Considering the price and what you see, this is a corexy machine with a heated inner chamber, clipper firmware, and enough internal support to hold things together during high-speed printing. Initial impressions are, therefore, mixed. It's a great-looking machine with a not-so-great exterior material choice and amazing specifications, but can it pull all this together to produce a decent print? From the outset, the design is appealing, even if the outer casing's materials feel a bit on the cheap side. The case allows for printing with more technical materials, or if you prefer to stick to standard PLA, you can simply remove the top and open the door. On the front of the machine is a large LCD screen where you can select prints, adjust settings, calibrate, and connect to a local area network. The interface is straightforward, and the large screen is exceptionally well designed and easy to use. Loading the first reel of filament is straightforward, and uploading prints is done through the QIDI slicer, which is based on the excellent PRUSA slicer and offers plenty of options. Number 2. QIDI Max 3 3D Printer. The new QIDI X Max 3 does not come alone, and also, within the 3 series, it has the X Plus 3 that have many features in common and some interesting differences between them. Starting with the similarities between both models, we find printers prepared to print at high speeds of up to a theoretical 600 mm per second with accelerations of 20,000 mm/s2. Of course, to be able to reach these speeds, the extrusion system has to be up to the task, and for this they mount one with a theoretical flow of 35 mm superscript 3/s. Interestingly, QIDI includes 2 hot ends, one for the use of non-technical/abrasive filaments such as PLA/TPU and another for more technical filaments that will allow temperatures of up to 350 degrees Celsius, theoretically allowing us to print materials such as PETCF, PHTCF, ABS/ASA, and other similar materials. Reaching these speeds requires robust, precise, and reliable kinematics, so QIDI has built these printers using corexy kinematics. Mechanically speaking, QIDI has used axial linear guides that will allow fast movements, reducing inertia that affects our prints. Continuing with the mechanical part, we find in both cases an all-metal structure that will provide us with great structural stability, especially taking into account the dizzying speeds that it promises to reach. Also noteworthy is the print volume of both models, where the X Max 3 has 325 by 325 by 315 mm and the X Plus 3 280 by 280 by 270 mm. It should also be noted that it has a 6 mm thick printing platform. The QIDI X Max 3 and the X Plus 3 have a function that is going to be very interesting, or in some cases essential, if we want to work with some technical filaments. Heated enclosure. This heated enclosure will allow the printing area to be maintained up to about 65 degrees Celsius, avoiding the effect of lack of adhesion to the platform, warping, or adhesion problems between layers. We also have support for our hermetically sealed filament spools that allow us to install desiccants to keep moisture at bay, especially useful when working with moisture-sensitive filaments. Finally, it should be noted that the machine is managed by Clipper, currently a version customized by QIDI and that we will talk about later in detail, which will allow you to get the most out of these machines. Agora passaremos a revisar las especificaciones específicas de cada modelo que básicamente se diferencian en el tamaño de impresión y en las capacidades del sistema de calefactado del cerramiento. Number 3. Longer LK5 Pro 3 3D Printer. Hey, Carl here with a 3D printer review. We are going to be looking at the Longer LK5 Pro. I have known of the brand Longer for a little while, and when I think of Longer I associate the brand to resin 3D printers, but today we are looking at one of their FDM offerings. Spoiler alert! The LK5 Pro is exceptionally ordinary. In late 2021 the state of hobby 3D printing seems to have plateaued. Most of the requirements that I want in a single machine are being met. The LK5 meets these basics. Easy build. Silent drivers. Nice print surface. Touch screen. Out-of-box calibration. Adequate motion system. Rigid frame. Good print quality. With that said, nearly all new printers I see now look and perform similarly. Today my only real desire is to print faster and think speed can be one of the shorter-term goals I can help drive as a reviewer. I think the LK5 Pro is a good candidate for trying to push a larger FDM printer to maximum speeds. My goal is to find out how fast I can push the LK5. Resisted liking touch screens for a long time. But I have grown to like them. The screen on the LK5 is by far the best I have used and is fast and responsive. Unfortunately, some granular control is lost when using some touch screens. Not everyone needs this kind of control, and there are ways to adjust without direct access from the screen. One way is to use your slicer's built-in override settings. Or you can connect via USB and send G-code directly. Or add settings to your start G-code. For the Longer LK5 Pro, I only tuned acceleration in Cora. I tested more aggressive jerk settings but started getting missed steps right away. It looks like jerk is good out of the box. Number 4. Creality K1 SE 3D Printer. Today, our Creality K1 SE review will feature the latest 3D printer from Creality. It is the second edition of the K1 and comes at a lower price than the more robust K1C. This updated version of the K1 is like the K1C but with fewer features to save on costs. It combines the benefits of the two models while keeping it simple for entry-level users. What makes this more budget-friendly 3D printer a good option? We will discuss all the details about this product and share our user experience in this Creality K1 SE review. The 3D printer featured in our Creality K1 SE review is a corexy 3D printer resembling the K1C. Instead of having a full enclosure, it has a metal die-cast frame. Also, it uses a single dynamically balanced fan rather than a triple fan cooling system. Another difference is the absence of its more expensive siblings bells and whistles. Unlike the K1C, the K1 SE has no built-in AI camera. However, it retains features like automatic Z offset, input shaping, and auto-leveling for convenience. While the two 3D printers have numerous differences, they also have similarities. They have the same 220 by 220 by 250 mm build volume and can operate at 600 mm per second with 20,000 mm/s superscript 2 acceleration. Like other 3D printers under the K series, the K1 SE uses the lightweight and agile corexy system. It enables impressive printing speeds up to 600 mm per second with 20,000 meters per square second maximum acceleration. When we tested this 3D printer for our Creality K1 SE review, we were impressed with its performance. It can reach its highest printing speed without compromising print quality. Creality pre-assembled and pre-tuned the K1 SE before reaching the customers. Once unboxed, you can power it on and follow the boot-up guide before printing. Unboxing and powering on only takes 3 minutes, making it a convenient plug-and-play 3D printer. The K1 SE can perform automatic calibration with a single tap. It eliminates the hassle of doing leveling work with calibration paper. The automatic calibration performs auto-leveling, Z-offset, and input shaping. In batch printing, a failed print is inevitable. Fortunately, Creality solved this issue for improved working efficiency. With the K1 SE, you can exclude the failed print from printing. Creality OS offers many advanced functions, including input shaping and linear advance. You can customize it or join the open source community to discover more about 3D printing. The K1SC uses a refreshed UI for a brand new slicing experience. Creality Print 5.0 has presets that seamlessly match any specific 3D model and filament. Also, Creality added many new functions for better print quality and work efficiency.